Good day, everybody.
Welcome back to my channel. My name is Damilola, and today I'm with my husband. Your name?
My name is Joshua.
Yeah. And to all our returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming. We so much appreciate you. And for also our returning viewers too, we really do appreciate you. Also, our first time viewers, thank you for coming. Yeah, we really appreciate you. Please do remember to subscribe and also click on the notification bell so you'll be the first to know anytime we drop a new video. So no need to wonder, it's on the thumbnail. Today we are talking about our pregnancy loss experience. You might be wondering why I said our, because I was the one carrying the baby. It was my body that changed. It was my body that went through everything, but we were in it together. So it is our experience. I'll be sharing my own side, how I felt. He'll be sharing his own side, how we felt. And also because most times we really don't get people to talk about this child loss thing. They feel like it has happened, it's not a good news, it's not something you're supposed to talk about. But people out there really need to know. People out there really need to know. I remember before I got married, when I was planning for my wedding, one of my church aunties sat me down and told me about our own story. And what I learned from our own story, we actually implemented them. It's just that the mistake we made, she didn't make it, so it is different. So we'll be sharing everything, how we healed, and let's just get into the video. So around 2020, I think ending of July to first week of August, yes, we discovered we were expecting. And what do you expect? Young couples were happy, excited. Finally, I'm going to lose my flat tummy. I'm going to plenty shenanigans anyway. But I was quite strong, everything. But his sister was getting married, I think the last Wednesday in August. And due to COVID, the wedding had just been postponed. And if not for COVID, I would have done the makeup in April. So it was wrong for me to just cancel on her like that. Like, you have to go. I just decided I have to go. My sister was like, don't go, babe. You just took in. Your body is not, you still adjusted. Like, I'm fine. I'm not feeling sick. I had a strong, those period I was strong. I wasn't feeling,
not really, partially.
I wasn't throwing up.
But you couldn't take cold water.
I couldn't take cold water, at least, but I was feeling strong. I could walk some distance, do some things. Wasn't feeling like the regular first trimester everybody tend to talk about. So I just felt like I was fine, and it would be a good opportunity to announce to the family that we're expecting. So it would be like a double celebration for the family. So we went to the village, and it took like 5 hours journey, but the road was bad.
It was very bad.
The road was very bad. And I was sitting at the back of the bus, the last seat of the bus. So you could imagine
the effect
of the road on my body. So we scaled through the road. I was just praying, and when we got home, we got to relax. You told your brother first and his wife. Yes. And so at that point, he was just treating me like, hey, don't do this. This is. Then this back pain I'd been having just came back again, and you had to tell mommy, okay, your daughter is pregnant, this and this. There was this dissatisfaction in her face, like, I didn't know she was pregnant when I told you guys not to come. But there was nothing she could do at that point. She just had to order me. We're already there. Just go and sit down. I don't want you walking around. I don't want you doing this. As if she knew something was about to happen, like something was going on. She just wanted me to sit put. Then when we got home at night, because we were sleeping in different apartments, we got home at night, like our own apartment. I saw this spot. It was really brown. I was like, okay, why am I spotting? If I'm supposed to spot, it's not supposed to be this color. I just couldn't find the answer. I tried calling our medical person from home, but network in this part of the world can be crazy. Especially when you are in the village, in the rural area, trying to get into contact, and we couldn't get in touch with her. I just kept opening. I went on Google, we searched. It was giving possible miscarriage, possible that it could just be normal, like my body adjusting to the pregnancy, but I didn't want to accept the miscarriage. Nobody wants to accept that they are about to lose their first baby. So I went ahead, we prayed and went ahead with it, slept. By morning, first thing he came to check, how are you? How is it? Any spotting? I said no. Good. We're fine. He helped me. We got ready, went to do the makeup and everything, and I was not fine. Somewhere in between. I was just not fine. I started feeling this back pain came back again. And
couldn't stand for long.
I couldn't stand for long. It was the makeup was, I just was able to give what I could give, and mommy came and I wanted to explain myself to her, but in Africa, the mother of the bride really trying to have a serious on the wedding day. Really,
there will be a lot of pressures.
There was a lot of pressure. There was a lot of pressure. So she just told me just to rest, that I didn't have to come to church immediately. I should just rest, and so like when we come back, she will
attend to.
And seriously, that was the best she could give, because daddy was calling people. You're not supposed to be at home. You're supposed to. So there was enough pressure on her. I understood. My husband stayed with me. My sister-in-law stayed with me. But people that wanted me to tie gele, like a makeup artist from Lagos, she will know how to tie the latest gele, and I was turning them down. They were like, "Is this girl proud or what? What is it? Why they show that part?" Nobody understood, and even I did not understand what was going on in my body. Like, is it normal to have stomach pain during I've never been pregnant before. Is it normal to have stomach pain during pregnancy? Why am I feeling like this? Why is all these things happening to my body? I just hope I'm not overreacting. Like, my head was just going haywire, but all I was praying is that my baby should be fine. And in like 45 minutes or 1 hour, I got better. I got dressed, went to church
for the wedding.
Then, because after the church, in our case, was the trad, I dressed her up for the trad, did her makeup, tied her a tie, we call it gele, did everything. She was looking pink. I was fine. I wasn't even feeling like any pain was going on. Then I got to the wedding. Like, babe, have you eaten? I said no. I said no. Take this drink first. Another mistake. Taking carbonated drink in the first trimester of pregnancy is a no. Carbonated drink is a no. Although already, and even we also learned that taking pineapple.
Taking pineapple.
Pineapple that first trimester is just
hibiscus leaf.
Hibiscus leaf, zobo.
Zobo
like is a no. Those ones I knew, but the carbonated one I didn't know, so I took. And it was not even
it wasn't your
it wasn't my first time of taking it during pregnancy, during the trip too.
You used to be an addicted Pepsi drinker.
But pregnancy saved me. So after taking it, I was still fine. I didn't feel anything. I later went on to eat. At the end of the wedding, I just realized that I needed to ease myself, and I went to pee. And the chunk of spot I saw was not spotting.
It was beyond
It was beyond what spotting
should
look like. And I just called. When you are trying to walk fast but not run, so people won't suspect that something was going on.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to get to my husband as fast as I could. I said, babe, I saw blood, and it was much. I didn't even notice that my sister-in-law was there. She just looked at me. She just said, calm down. My husband just said, where is mommy? We went to get mommy. We told her. She was like, why didn't you tell me since yesterday? And we're like, we are busy now. How will we disturb you and all that? She just said, go home and take cold water. On your way, anywhere you see cold water, just make sure she's taking cold water. And as we said earlier, cold water was like
no. She was categorically taking hot water.
Hot water throughout that pregnancy. And with that experience, I would not advise anybody to take hot water, no matter how you feel. So I just said, okay. I took the cold water. We got home. She came back. She gave me injection. So another nurse that was there that wanted me to tie a gele, on seeing me and seeing everything I was going through, because she was mommy's assistant while she was taking care of me.
Yeah.
She was like, oh,
mommy is actually a midwife.
She's a midwife. Yeah. So she now said, oh, so this is why you were turning down jobs since yesterday, that you are not tying gele, you are not doing makeup. Sorry. She had to apologize for not understanding, for misinterpreting my no, for being proud or being a show off or something like that. So we went home. We went to our own apartment where we were staying, slept, and we woke up. How was it? Good, just small. So don't worry, to be fine. We went to mommy's apartment. She gave me another jab of injection and sleep. He had some errands to run. She also had some errands to run. So I was alone for like 4 hours. And during that time, I went to pee and I saw blood. And not just blood, like blood, like plenty blood. You know, for women that understand, when you're at the peak of your menses, when that blood is rushing, I peed and on the floor. And it was not just the blood. There was this thing in the blood that I did not understand. And thank God, anytime we were traveling, we used to go with enough toilet rolls, enough tissue. So I just took my tissue, packed it, because I didn't want anything to stay, cleared the place. And when my husband came back, I was sad. He was like, why are you sad? Like, this and this was what happened. He just said, calm down, there's nothing wrong, you'll be fine. When mommy came back, I didn't want to tell her, but I was like, show her now. I showed her and she was like, Shebi, you are going for the scan tomorrow. Whatever they say,
the scan says
you'll be fine, don't worry, you'll be fine. But at the same time, I went again. Something came out again. I was scared, I was crying. My husband said, have you lost faith? You know, we asked for two, because I wanted a boy, he wanted a girl. So we say twins would be nice, right?
Yeah.
So we said twins would be nice, and like maybe it's just one of them that is going, the other one will still be there and be fine. He was holding my hand and I wasn't thinking about him. I just wanted to hear that my baby is fine, of which I wasn't seeing any green lights like that. So mommy just didn't say anything. She didn't know how to break the news to me. She had never had to tell me anything negative in how many years of me knowing her, so she didn't know how to say. She just said, I'll be fine. So we went back to our apartment. The next morning I went to have my bath again, and I saw this particular one. That one, even if I forgot how every other one looked like, I can't forget this one, because it lingered on for weeks. After weeks,
it
was thick, because it came out. It felt like a particular part of the meat, like the lungs that was still developing, tiny holes like arteries or something. I just remember how it felt. And I told him, he said, don't worry, just get ready, we'll go to the clinic. My sister-in-law, working with this doctor before that owns the lab, took us there, and the doctor gave us preferential treatment. Sure, the doctor was very nice.
Yeah, it was very
He was
nice.
very, very nice. And while doing the scan, he checked, and he was checking, like, in my mind I was like, you're not supposed to waste time, because I already drank enough water, so that you don't tell me to wait and go and drink water. I took enough water, and it was like, are you sure you are pregnant?
Gang.
Excuse me, sir. I know how many pregnancy tests I did. I'm pregnant. I confirmed this pregnancy. I said, okay, when was your last period? I vividly told him my last period was, I can't even forget, it was ending of June till the beginning of July. I gave him the date. He calculated. He said, I can't see anything. At that point, I just cry. Like, my sister-in-law was like, Atitami, don't cry now. Don't cry, you'll be fine. My husband was just looking at me. I was just looking at me. The doctor was trying to console us and like giving us from experience that his wife also lost her first pregnancy, and 2 months earlier she gave birth. Honestly, every other thing he said after that, did you remember? What was going through your mind? Like,
for me, it was a lot of emotional rush, because I had already started preparing my mind to actually meet my child, to actually father my child. I couldn't wait to meet my child, and emotionally I was already preparing, and only to hear this news that what you are expecting is no longer coming. You know how painful it can be. I was going through a lot of emotional rush, but I couldn't let it out, because I had to be strong for my wife, so that was it.
So strong. Oh God, he could hide his own emotions. I couldn't. You're laughing now. It was not funny.
It wasn't funny
He
at
knew
all.
it was not funny. And just, I'm sure we are done. He was writing the report, and I was like, what do I want to do with your report? We just stood up, and I was going. And when you travel to the village and you already had plans to buy food stuff because they are less expensive than what you actually get in town, like in Lagos to the village, things were less expensive. And my husband was like, let me see egusi. And I'm like,
I needed to take our mind off what was going on, because I knew I was going through mine, so I could imagine what she too was going through. I
was like, egusi, what is going on? Like really? Because I could not wait to get home and cry my eyes out. The moment I got home, I just took the pillow. See, there's a pillow like this for me to demonstrate. I just buried my face inside it and I cried. My sister-in-law was like, it will be fine. You have a baby, your own will come. And her baby was there looking at me. All the girl just wanted to do was give me a hug. She was actually acting like she knew
what was going on.
And that whole experience was just, I wanted it to be over with. The next day was when we came back home.
No.
Yeah, it was the next day.
We stayed another day.
Oh, we stayed another day.
We exhausted the clothes we even took home, because
we planned to stay 3 days. We ended up staying 1 week.
Yeah.
So it was not just palatable. And when we got to Lagos, or on our way to Lagos, after crying my eyes out in the bus, and I slept off on his lap, and I woke up. He didn't know I was awake. I looked at him, and he was crying. At that point, that was when I realized that I was not alone in this. And I asked, babe, what's up? And he said nothing. Then I started crying again. Then I was like, why did you say nothing? Why?
You know, like I said earlier, I needed to be strong for my wife. I have my own share, so you can imagine what she is going through. So I was hiding my tears so that it won't increase her own, you know. Um, and to be honest with you, that was like the first time in my life I ever cried like a baby
Since
as
you're
an
adult.
adult. So that was the only time I cried like a baby since I became an adult. So it was really painful for me. The emotions were so much, but I didn't want my wife to be caught up in the whole thing because I needed to be strong. I needed to encourage her in the Lord and all, you know.
Yeah, so that is one of the reasons why he's here. For if you're going through this, I know you have your own pain, but probably when you heal up, talk to your spouse. You were not the only one carrying this child. They were going through stuff. At that point, I decided to be less selfish and also consider him. Like I just couldn't, like I didn't know how to help him. But at that point I just turned to prayer, because before I was just asking why. I had my confession. I had what I was doing. I was just asking why. But at that point I started asking for help, which really worked,
Yeah, it really worked because
we
we
went
kept
over
on
the
praying, and
stage.
the recovery was
Very fast, because even
very
when we
fast.
go home, our neighbor's daughter that likes men, I don't know why that girl likes men, she would rather relate with a man than relate with you, the woman. But before I knew I was pregnant, she started relating with me, so I discovered something has changed. That was
Yeah.
what made me do the pregnancy test.
Yes,
And the moment
we
we
did
got
series of tests, blood tests, urine tests, a lot of urine tests.
the moment we got home, she saw me and she was, you know, when the question was like, I especially was like, what did you do to your baby? Why? And she ran like she saw a ghost or something. Can you imagine my tears? For weeks she wouldn't talk to me. If I was coming, she would run away from
She
me.
stopped coming into
She
the house.
stopped coming into the house and just stayed away. So imagine that pain. At that point I just came, how will I call it, I admitted everything that has happened and I knew I needed to move forward. That Sunday when we went to church, we went
We
late
even went to church.
late like
the preceding Sunday.
like it's not normal for us to go to church late. We used to have 3 services and we get to church early for the first service.
Yeah, which starts by 7.
We start by 7, but this time we went late for the third service. And as we were getting to church, I got to sit down. The pastor ministering was like, for everything you have lost,
God is going to restore.
God is going to restore. And I just cried and like, this thing that people say that is like pastor is talking to me. That was the first time I actually felt when he said pastor was talking to you, like it hits me. And we started crying in church. We both started crying in church and we just said thank God, like it was an affirmation, like
yes,
you are with
God
us.
is with us.
You know what
we are
is
not
good.
alone.
We are not alone.
Yeah.
And when we got downstairs, one of our friends that I told, she just came to meet us and said, see hot preggy, because I glammed up that day. Makeup,
she had to
lashes,
do makeup to
just to cover up the pain and everything.
Yeah.
And she was like, see preggy looking hot. I just called her and said, babe, it is gone. She just froze like what is gone? Are you joking? How? Well, I said, forget it. They're like, and you're this calm. I said, what should I do? Like,
man, no be good.
What should I do? On a normal day, I'm not the picture kind of person. I went to my friends that were taking pictures. I was taking pictures. She was just looking at me and like, what is going? Like, how are you able to stand? I later went to meet my husband. We took pictures and we just, our rainbow baby decides to show her face. So we just had fun like that day, and I just said today I choose not to cry. Sorry. I just said today I choose not to cry.
Yeah.
I choose to have fun. We had fun. Then these are our family friends. They were
They were very
supportive.
helpful.
They were very supportive.
These couple friends of ours, they are family couple friends, so they knew when the pregnancy happened, and so when it was no more, we had to tell them, because it wasn't something we could hide, because we usually see.
Like,
So when they found that they had to start coming to the house to take us out of the house to their place, so we'll stay at their place, and
we'll come back home at night.
yes, they were keeping us company, just to, that was the only thing they felt they could do to actually ease the pain off and all, so
to keep us distracted.
Yes.
So now coming back to when we have to tell daddy and my sister, my father has never experienced any child loss.
Yeah, so he didn't
because
know how
for a child he had named.
Yeah, he had already given her the name he wanted.
He wanted to give the child either male or female. Already started calling the baby by name, and he just ended the call that day. Cause we got home, my husband went to the room, I went to the bathroom.
Yeah, so I now called him. So when I called him, he was teasing me the way he usually teased me with the name of the child, and I said it's gone. It was not like, gone, what do I mean? I said the name you are calling is gone. Just
the
call. So it was really emotional too for him, so you know how it feels.
So we just like thank God for a lot of people around us, and that really, like, some people around that time made careless statements, and I was like, you don't know what people are going through. You could just say, you people are still doing Mr. and Mrs. You will not give us baby. Like, come on.
Like, let me say this. A lot of times people make careless statements, and you never know what these people are going through. If you see a couple who are married for a year, 2 years, and no baby or something, you never can tell. They might be trying, they might not be ready. Like when we got married, we said we were going to wait for a year, and it was after the 1 year that we started. It was not up to close to a year. We started trying that. Okay, let's just give this thing a try, since we're already getting to know each other very well and all that.
So
there are couples who are waiting, there are couples who are just enjoying,
they are not ready.
Life. So please mind your comments about when are you guys going to get pregnant and all those things. If you're not very, very, very close, please don't make those kind of comments, please.
Yes, and if peradventure this person, you knew he or she was pregnant, and you advised not to take something, and she felt like shebi is not everybody it's used to affect. Like this pineapple thing that we talked about. I met someone today that said she ate it throughout pregnancy, but doctor will recommend against it.
Not go near pineapple.
So for someone who knows that kind of person, she say shebi this person ate it, and goes against your advice. Don't be quick to say shebi I told you. That person is
very painful. That person is going through pain.
I think something like that happened to us. So like, don't. If you want to say anything like that, let the person heal
before you now start
bringing up things like that.
That's if you are that close.
That's if you are that close at all. So another thing that actually helped us was this Jeremiah Camp song. We watched the movie about you. I still believe. At some point I'll be like, the
song was on replay,
it was my default song because I was just telling, we didn't have the song on the phone. It was just because we watched it in a movie, and that was the only song I wanted to hear at that point. And thank God, because anytime I remembered what he went through, compared to what we were going through at that time, we know that God is still on the throne and is going to show up for us. And if you actually experience something like that, babe, you are going through something like that, calm down, because one, your body still thinks that it is pregnant. So you will still be having this. If you had nausea, you will still be having nausea. You will still be going to toilet. And I remember going to toilet to pee often. And anytime I come back, I'll be like, what is making me feel like this is no more there? Like the pain, the fact that your body is still acting pregnant, your breast is still sore,
Yeah.
a lot of things are still going through your system. But just calm down. You will be fine.
Yeah.
You need time to grieve. There was a
Yeah.
time where I was even in my mind, I was comparing myself to people whose pregnancy showed, who went through like 7 months of pregnancy before actually losing the child.
Yeah.
Then I caught myself together, telling myself that my loss is my loss. It's not anybody's loss. Every other person is free to express their own loss.
Yeah.
Wherever way. Let me own it.
Of course.
Because if I do not own it and I do not grieve and get over it,
there will be no healing at
there will
all.
be no healing. And another thing that actually even helped me and also helped me relating to my husband was, you can check them out on Instagram. It's not a sponsor, just because they helped me. If you are going through this, the Healing Cradle, they used to have a yearly conference.
Yeah.
They actually, 2020, because of COVID, it had to be online, so they did their conference online, and I joined the Zoom conference, and I realized that there are different stages of loss. Some people gave birth to this child and lost it, and I also met, and there was a woman that shared her testimony that we were in the same category, and all she did was own up
to her
loss.
Yeah.
Cried at tears, grieved at grief by herself, and let it go. Don't, even if you are going through loss, don't compare yourself with somebody who has had child loss like 7 times, 3 times, 2 times.
It's not comparable.
It's not comparable. You are different. The feeling is different. You are different human beings. And to even make you feel better, if it's your first time, just like mine, only out of everybody that have pregnancy loss for the first time, 87% of them end up getting pregnant again sooner than
they expect.
Yeah. And they have their baby, just like my rainbow baby here, showing everywhere. Only 1% out of that 87% tend to have multiple pregnancy loss, and I pray you will not be one of those.
Amen.
1%. Just calm down, and if you have somebody around you, just cool. If the person did not come and talk to you, let the person be. When he or she is ready,
they will talk
about it. Don't be quick to go and say what happened, what went wrong. Just let them. If they want to tell you about it. Yeah. We had a family friend to that time that lost, I think she was 7 months gone. Yeah. She didn't talk about it for a long time, and we did not ask. The day we went to visit her, when she was not expecting the following a rainbow baby, and she decided to talk about it, we knew she had fully healed up. Not everybody will heal up in weeks or months. It's not everybody. Even as at the time I was still pregnant for my rainbow baby, I remember when it was the month I was supposed to give birth to that baby. Throughout that month I was sad.
That should be March.
April.
Yeah, April.
Because I was hoping that myself and my baby will share month. I don't want to share birthday with my baby, but we are free to share months. But imagine, and my boss too that taught me makeup gave birth that month. So I was happy for her that she gave birth, but there was this mind that if not for this that happened, my baby too would have been here, they would have been twinning and all that. So please, one of the things, even if it's month after, a year after, and you are not totally healed up, it's okay.
But grieve your grief.
Grieve your grief. Our pace is different. Enjoy yourself. Calm yourself. Just know that God is on the throne. Not a leaf falls from the tree that he doesn't know about. Yeah. He created us. Yeah. We'll be fine. Yeah. And if you are just there to support in prayers.
Yeah.
Support in prayers.
That's the best. That's the best
gift you can give them.
Yeah.
Just pray for them and know that they will be fine. I just hope this video has been helpful for you as a woman who is going through child loss, to know that you are not alone. Your partner is there with you, as in that's the one physical person. Your partner is there with you. God is with you, and there are a whole lot of people who have gone through it, that if you check online you'll be able to connect to. You'll be shocked. A lot of people,
there are persons who have gone through it and they never spoke
about it. They just feel it's a taboo. And some use it. I saw a woman online who refused to speak about it because she feels she was honoring the memory of that child. So people are different. Own up and enjoy yourself. Brace up, as I will say. Keep enjoying yourself. Keep taking care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, your rainbow baby will not come. So take care of yourself, enjoy yourself, let your rainbow baby come. And when the baby arrives, or even before they arrive, you also continue taking care of yourself and taking care of the baby till we come your way next time. At least till I come your way. I don't know when you'll be showing. I don't know when you'll be showing up again, and I don't know when our rainbow baby will be showing off again. Peace.